she, not understanding the significance of what could happen for me, said what she thought in her mind as being best in her thinking for me.
At 74 years old, Stevie Wonder should be enjoying retirement, basking in the glory of a career that produced masterpieces like Songs in the Key of Life. But the musical genius who gave us Superstition isn't slowing down, he's speeding up. What Stevie Wonder is quietly working on will absolutely shock you. We're not talking about another greatest hits tour. Stevie is pouring his heart into two deeply personal projects that represent the most important work of his entire career. One is a gospel album dedicated to his late mother that's been decades in the making, and the other is a revolutionary musical statement that could change his legacy forever. But there's more. Stevie has made a shocking decision about his future that has left fans stunned. The long-awaited return to new music. After nearly 2 decades of silence, Stevie Wonder has finally broken his creative drought with new music. His last full album of original material was 2005's A Time to Love, leaving fans wondering if the musical genius had said everything he needed to say. In 2020, Stevie shocked the industry by releasing 2 powerful new songs. Where Is Our Love Song featuring Gary Clark Jr. and Can't Put It in the Hands of Fate. These weren't casual releases. They were urgent, politically charged statements addressing social upheaval gripping America. What made these releases even more significant was Stevie's decision to leave his lifelong home at Motown Records. For the first time in his nearly 60-year career, he released music through his own label imprint, So What the Fuss Records. This move gave him unprecedented creative control. The timing wasn't coincidental. Stevie felt compelled to speak out during America's turbulent period. As he explained, "In these times, we are hearing the most poignant voices, and that is the sound of the people. I'm feeling a sense of, I've got to get it done. I want to get this stuff that's in my mind and in my heart out." These new songs served as previews of larger projects Stevie has been developing for years, representing renewed purpose in his artistic mission. The gospel album, Decades in the Making. Perhaps the most emotionally significant project Stevie Wonder is working on is a gospel album dedicated to his late mother, Lula Mae Hardaway, who passed away in 2006. This isn't just another album, it's a deeply personal tribute that has been gestating for over a decade. Stevie has spoken passionately about this project. "I've wanted to do it for so long. For years, I've had all these songs. My mother was so instrumental in my life, and she was so incredible. I'm celebrating her life and the love of God. I will be doing that album." The album, tentatively titled The Gospel Inspired by Lula, represents more than musical expression. It's a spiritual journey and way for Stevie to process grief while celebrating his mother's legacy. Lula Mae wasn't just Stevie's mother. She was his first manager, biggest supporter, and the person who helped him navigate the music industry as a child prodigy. The songs have been accumulating for years, with Stevie writing and recording material whenever inspiration struck. The project represents a return to his spiritual roots, an exploration of gospel influences that shaped his early musical development. What makes this project even more poignant is how it connects to Stevie's current life phase. At 74, he's reflecting on legacy, family, and spiritual foundations that have sustained him throughout his remarkable career. A revolutionary project. While the gospel album represents Stevie's spiritual side, his other major project, Through the Eyes of Wonder, promises to be a revolutionary musical statement that could redefine his artistic legacy. This album has been in development for over a decade. Through the Eyes of Wonder is expected to be a classic Stevie Wonder album in the tradition of his 1970s masterpieces, featuring his signature blend of social commentary, musical innovation, and emotional depth. The project has been described as his attempt to create a modern equivalent to albums like Songs in the Key of Life. The album's development has been deliberately methodical, with Stevie taking time to craft each song to perfection. He's been working with both longtime collaborators and new artists, creating a bridge between his classic sound and contemporary musical trends. What makes this project particularly exciting is Stevie's renewed sense of creative urgency. He's spoken about feeling compelled to complete these works, driven by both artistic passion and awareness of his mortality. Could this album represent the culmination of everything Stevie Wonder has learned about music, life, and social justice over his 7-decade career? The title suggests a retrospective element, as if Stevie is looking back on his life and career while also looking forward to the future. It promises to be both a summation of his artistic journey and a statement about where music and society should be heading. The shocking decision about his future. Perhaps the most shocking revelation about Stevie Wonder's current plans isn't about his music, it's about his life. In a stunning 2020 interview with Oprah Winfrey, Stevie announced his intention to permanently leave the United States and relocate to Ghana. Stevie's announcement was both definitive and emotionally charged. "I want to see this nation smile again, and I want to see it before I leave to travel to move to Ghana, because I'm going to do that." When Oprah pressed him for details, he explained, "I don't want to see my children's children's children have to say, 'Oh, please like me. Please respect me. Please know that I am important. Please value me.'" What is that? This isn't a sudden decision. Stevie first mentioned moving to Ghana in the 1990s, but his recent statements show renewed and concrete commitment. He has reportedly purchased property in Ghana and has been making regular visits. The decision reflects Stevie's deep disillusionment with America's ongoing struggles with racism and social division. Despite his success and status as a beloved cultural icon, he feels that fundamental issues he's been singing about for decades remain unresolved. For fans, the prospect of Stevie Wonder leaving America permanently is both shocking and heartbreaking. He's been such an integral part of American culture that imagining him living elsewhere seems almost impossible. The legacy projects and lasting impact. Beyond his musical projects and relocation plans, Stevie Wonder is working on several legacy initiatives that will ensure his impact extends far beyond his recording career. These projects represent his commitment to using his influence for lasting positive change. One of his most significant ongoing commitments is his work as a United Nations Messenger of Peace since 2009. In this capacity, Stevie advocates for persons with disabilities and works to promote accessibility and inclusion globally. Stevie's annual House Full of Toys benefit concert has become a beloved holiday tradition in Los Angeles, running for over 20 years. The star-studded charity event requires attendees to bring unwrapped toys, which are distributed to children in need for Christmas. Perhaps most remarkably, Stevie's influence extends into technology innovation. In the 1970s, he challenged inventor Ray Kurzweil to create a device that could read text aloud for blind people. Their collaboration resulted in the first-ever reading machine for the blind in 1976, a revolutionary device that changed millions of lives. His recent work with Learning Ally, a nonprofit that creates accessible educational materials, shows his continued commitment to helping people with disabilities. These legacy projects reveal that Stevie's shocking work isn't just about music. It's about using his remaining years to create lasting, positive change. Stevie Wonder's current projects reveal an artist who refuses to rest on his considerable laurels. At 74, he's working on some of the most important and personal music of his career, while planning a dramatic life change that reflects his deep commitment to his principles. The gospel album dedicated to his mother and the ambitious Through the Eyes of Wonder project represent both a culmination of his artistic journey and a new chapter in his creative evolution. His decision to potentially relocate to Ghana shows he's willing to make dramatic personal sacrifices for his beliefs. What do you think about Stevie Wonder's current projects and potential move to Ghana? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.